So one of the nicest things about my current coach is how accommodating he is to what I need, where I'm at, the notes that I leave him, and the things that I say if I'm in pain versus maybe something is just hard or something's uncomfortable. He's been super cool about the fact that I am doing 2 competitions. He seemed pretty supportive about it, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. I think I'm reaching like a little too high. Now I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to my abilities, or my abilities, I guess you want to call it, things that I used to be able to do with no problem, things in my mind that I think that I can still do, but I can't. And so I'm trying to be optimistic, but realistic at the same time. I'm going to give it what I got. We're just going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. Since I'm doing back-to-back competitions, one in March and the other one in April, I can't seem to keep the events straight. So I have got the largest whiteboard that I own. I'm going to list everything for each competition. Now I do know roughly what the events are for each competition that I'm doing, but I can't remember the weights. I can't remember the list of events in order. And so I need to be able to keep them straight when I'm going back and forth, especially when I'm doing my program with my coach. He has everything listed in the app itself, what the competition is, what the events are, things like that, but I keep having to flip back and forth. So we have my whiteboard here. I have Iron Podium brought up on my phone. We are going to list all the events as well as the weights that I need to hit for each event. So if you guys are familiar with ironpodium.com, the cat is officially out of the bag. You now know which competitions I am going to be signing up for. I currently have not registered for anything, and I've done that on purpose. Every time I start prep for anything, it tends to actually be bodybuilding, but anytime I start prep for a competition, something happens, and I don't know if I just jinx myself or if I just have chronic bad luck, which I'm pretty sure I do. I don't want anything to happen where I jinx myself. So I've kind of just been holding off to make sure that the competitions that I am prepping for, I can actually get there without incident. Can I hit the weights? That's a whole nother topic all in itself. I do not know. I am trying to be super realistic, and I'm scared to death. So I'll be honest about that. I'm very, very scared to death about some of these numbers. There are some things on this board that you might see, like the Hercules hold over here for the Snallygaster. This is going to be in April. They are still building it. So sorry, it got really dark as soon as I picked this up. So we don't have any weights yet because they're still in the process of building it. We got plenty of time. Hercules hold is a grip event, so I don't really need to worry much about anything other than my grip holding strong. Now doing things like farmer's carries, that's just going to do nothing but build my grip. So I am not worried about that in the least. What else do we have? The MB Power Center Apex Squat is a new event, new implement, new across the board. MB Power Center makes the Apex, which is something that we have here in our gym. We don't have the squat mechanics part of it. The gym that is putting on the Snallygaster actually had that built special. So stay tuned. I am going to do a video, hopefully soon, as long as I'm not working tons and tons of doubles at work. I am going to be releasing a video on testing the piece of equipment. So I do have access to try it firsthand before the event. There are a few people who have tried it already, so if you are fluid on Instagram and you follow people like my boyfriend Chuck or the gym itself, they have posted it, so you will see that they have already tried it out. I have not been so lucky because of my work schedule. So things like that, there are certain things that we're just gonna have to work around, learn as we go, kind of learn on the fly. Now, I'm not saying that I can hit any of this stuff. I guess we're gonna have to wait and find out, but I do feel confident in the movements themselves. Obviously, I've done a Mauser block over bar. Obviously, I've done a log. I-beam farmers to a Viking ship drag is kind of new for me. I've done the Viking ship drag in the past. Just the I-beam farmers is gonna be new. I've done yoke, keg, and a Husafel, sandbag to shoulder. So there is going to be some interesting times ahead. I am looking forward to the Mammoth bar deadlift. I do really like the Mammoth bar. I don't think we're actually going to have the physical bar itself. I think we're going to use the attachments, but I am excited nonetheless. I'm not excited for the weight because my deadlift is one of the things that lacks the most in this whole coming back from multiple knee surgeries. So we're gonna have to play that one by ear. But this is the lowdown for things moving forward.